Hey everyone, I'm Tassinix. Welcome back for another mod guide video. We're going to break into the Queen Amidala team. The order that I'm going to cover these characters is going to be based on their free-to-play farmable release. And just the other day, Padawan Obi-Wan came up, so we'll start with him first. Before we dig into his kit, we'll go ahead and start with the leadership from Queen Amidala. There's just a ton of synergy in this team. But let's go ahead and cover this briefly. I have a redux here for you guys. Queen Amidala's leadership is called My Place is with My People. As far as modding goes, here are kind of the main impacts that you might want to consider. All allies have 20% defense, not defense, gotta fix that there, and 15% max health and max protection. At the start of each ally turn, they gain 3% critical damage stacking for each stack of protection over time they have until the end of the turn. With the Omicron applied to the leadership, whenever an ally uses a special ability, they gain bonuses based on their role. Attackers gain offense up for 2 turns and call an ally to assist for 20% more damage. Healers and supports gain protection up 50% stacking and speed up for 3 turns. And tanks recover 25% health and protection. Okay, so let's jump right in on the man himself, taking a look at his unique nobility in restraint. At the start of battle, Padawan Obi-Wan gains 25% critical chance for each other Galactic Republic ally, and if there is an ally Master Qui-Gon and Queen Amidala, Padawan Obi-Wan gains the Discipline effect until the end of battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Padawan Obi-Wan has 5% critical chance stacking, max 50%, for each stack of heal over time on him, and plus 5% critical damage, stacking, max 50%, for each stack of protection over time on him. Okay. If there is an ally Master Qui-Gon, whenever he uses an ability, Padawan Obi-Wan assists dealing 40% less damage. The first time Master Qui-Gon is defeated, Padawan Obi-Wan takes a bonus turn, gains 5% offense for each relic amplifier level Master Qui-Gon had for 4 turns. Recommended turn order. So I actually like Master Qui-Gon fastest of all because he has a dispel that not only can take the dispel off of the tank so that the rest of your team can get kicking on the right target, but he also puts the allies under stealth with that ability. And then you're going to have, if this is in Grand Arena, Queen Amidala's already going to have the Handmaiden decoy out, so now they're stuck, hopefully, just hitting Handmaiden decoy. Then I like her super fast, and then him just after. From General Kenobi and Kelleran with all of the good stuff on this team, I think that's a worthwhile option to consider as well. All right, let's get back into the mods. So I wanted to highlight a couple players. First of all, Aesop Rock has it set up in offense with crit chance. So I think that the crit chance is probably, the two-piece of crit chance is more about the stats that were available on it. I think he was really happy with these stats and took them. You saw that Padawan Obi-Wan has stacking crit chance. He just has a mess of crit chance coming his way. So I don't think you need to put a particularly high emphasis on that. Ideally, I think you might go with like a two-piece of potency and see how much potency you can get up there going towards 100%. At the very least, because if you're trying to have somebody that inflicts debuffs or does something like turn meter reduction, like what you saw, you want to have at least 100% to be part of the conversation, right? You still might not be enough potency, but yeah, that's kind of the mark to go for if you're going for potency. Otherwise, personally, I went with the two-piece of health, and we'll look at my mods a little more in a moment. So he has it at Relic 9. We'll talk about how to stage the numbers down. About 325 speed, right? He's 326. crit damage triangle, health circle to take advantage of all of those healing over times and whatnot. And his offense here is 10,800. So you figure going down to 7, something like maybe 1,000, something like that. Yeah, closer off towards 95, 9,700 offense at Relic 7 is what I would guess. Okay? So he has a strong amount of speed, crit damage triangle, great offense, right? I remember with the modding I had at Relic 8, I was at about 10,300. So if you're around 10,000-ish, at Relic 8, that's a great mark. And as an attacker, he benefits most from going up to Relic 8. Something to keep in mind. Who else did I want to highlight here? Let's see. Yeah, so this is Kabuki Warriors, and he has what I'm talking about with the 2-piece of potency. He doesn't quite have 100%, but he has better probability of landing that daze and turn meter reduction than mine does, so fair enough. Again, about what? Relic 9, yep. 10,300 offense. This is right about where mine is at Relic 9, and you gain very little offense going 8 to 9. So again, think about something closer off towards 10k at Relic 8, something like that. And again, his speed is only 291, so he traded off a bit of speed from Aesop's to have that potency. That's not an unreasonable decision. I just felt comfortable being 300 plus myself, not too dissimilar from Aesop. Now let me pull up my collection and Obi. It's just easier to show this to you here than in game because it's a better view. But so here's the fun part. All right. I didn't have the offense sets available to make this work. I don't recommend that you go after speed sets in the way that I happen to have them here, but I just happen to have them. So I'm just pointing this out as a way of you can get to the same destination by an absolutely crazy wonky ass road. Okay. Oh, and by the way, Kabuki Warrior had an offense primary on the arrow. So if you had crazy fast mods, you probably could result in higher offense that way. Not bad. Not a bad way to go. Anyway, so I went speed and health, right? 325 speed, crit damage triangle, a little bit of potency thrown in there, about 78%. Maybe over time I'll try and push that up just a little bit, see, have a little higher reliability. 10,278 offense, so pretty close to that mark. High crit chance, with almost nothing added, right? 86% is like the S tier of crit chance that you would be looking for on pretty much any other physical attacker, and then this guy has a whole bunch just getting handed out to him, and he's stacking. It's going to be fine, right? But look at these crazy, wonky mods that I used to get here. All right, look at all the insane offense secondaries that are baked into this. It's a really rare set to have, and it's just something I completely stumbled into. And when I went to go mod this character, I realized the kind of tear up that it would cost me to mod basically what would look mostly like Aesop's within an offense set. So it just so happened that I had the secondaries on a speed set to make just about the same stat mix. So it can be done. It shouldn't be done. It's hard to do, but it is something where you might look at your roster and see what you actually got. Look for those secondaries. It's about the offense. It's about the crit damage. Triangle, of course, health circle, offense, primary cross. If you have a fast offense primary arrow, rocket. Otherwise, speed with some offense on it, you'll be just fine. All right, last but never least, applications. I think I did pull this up somewhere, didn't I? Okay. So as far as using her on attack, guys, I pulled this up just for the sake of argument, okay? You can use this to beat, like, Jabba. As far as, like, the best teams, there it is, beating Jabba using, some Bad Batch, some random Jedi. But, like, this team's calling truly is defense, so I don't want to really waste your time talking about that. Here in 5 versus 5, I've gone ahead and sorted this on. I assume to have GK because it's proved to be the best defense against gas. If you don't want it in there, sort this on. Take a look for yourself and, about what you think. But I put it on for Division 1, minimum relics of 7, having the current Datacron, having all the Omicrons on Queen Amidala. I guess I should probably specify this, right? The very best one. Well, yeah. We'll say that not everybody has the Padawan Obi-Wan, right? We'll just put it out both ways. But you're needing the likes of Bane, JMK, to reliably do it. I guess Slacker has some opportunity. If I filter on the current Datacron level 9, though, let's see how much this changes. Yeah, it narrows up quite a bit. So you can do it with Slacker, JMK, Bane, and then have some fairly unreliable opportunities elsewhere. But like I said, there you have it. With full 501st gas, like what I'd successfully done to counter Queen Amidala's in previous weeks, yeah, about a third win rate. It's rough going, okay? Now, if you have gas with Queen Amidala, it takes it up to 2/3 win rate. Ooh, it's not that good to fight this with anything cheap. All right, so this team has very, very high callings on defense. As far as 3 versus 3 goes, yeah, we'd have to take you out of there and then see what it costs again. You're talking about Bane. You're talking about JMK, Leia, Slacker. Yeah, all these are... Yeah, I mean, aside from the Bane, the JMK... Yeah, everything else was pretty messy last go-around, right? So, once the Padawan Obi-Wan Cron expires, that adds a ton of damage to the team. That will open up some new counters. But right now, it is extremely demanding. A lot of the very best meta teams on defense at this moment in time are really wanting your JMK, your Slacker, your Bane. So there's a lot of stress on that. Anyways, guys, it's great to dig into a new series. Appreciate all the support here. You guys have been really positive in the comments on Discord and DM, so thank you so much. If you liked this video, hit like, and also hit subscribe so you stay in tune when the next videos come out. Always fun, and until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.